it's the time of year you dream of playing. So, we're soaking it in. We're enjoying every moment and really taking it one day at a time.
On that, one day at a time. But how are you guys kind of embracing this now gap before you guys do get to the final? There, I was still waiting to see you're playing.
I mean, when you played so much hockey to this point, you got to take advantage of every moment to rest and recover and regenerate. And obviously you get some bumps and bruises and guys banged up along the way, and you take a moment like this to really get back on track and hit the ground running when next series starts.
Sam, we've talked about it a couple times, but and I know Matthew mentioned it post game last night, but this whole group seems like it just really has a comfort level and a calmness about it as the situation in the game maybe becomes more tense, as there's more on the line. It seems like everybody just plays with such a calmness. Where does that come from, and is that something that's just kind of grown over, I guess, the last few months?
Yeah, I think it's just growing. You go through a run like this, and obviously there's a number of big moments that you kind of point back on, and as guys start to step up and different guys in certain situations, you just get that confidence and that belief in one another that someone's going to find a play, someone's going to do something to keep us going in the right direction, and there's been a lot of that and a lot of that belief in ourselves that just grows and grows, and it's a nice thing to see.
Sam, kind of along those lines, you guys have had to play playoff type hockey since January, for obvious reasons, just to make the run, just to get in the first place, and the Heat had to do something similar to make their run. There's inevitably going to be people that say the regular season doesn't matter. An 8 seed makes the Stanley Cup Final, an 8 seed makes the Eastern Conference Final in the NBA. But without the regular season, without the adversity, is there any way that you guys would have been able to string this sort of run together if you didn't go through all that pain?
Yeah, I think it was just a lot of learning how to play and how to win at this time of the year. I think we had it early in the season. We were all kind of bought in, and then things happen, and it was a tough stretch there for a little bit, and we were able to kind of gain that confidence in the systems we were trying to play and execute on a nightly basis. And I think it's a tough thing to turn on. And we were kind of in it for so many months, and just kind of kept that going, and obviously that momentum builds, and we're just looking one day at a time to keep building on that.
2 years ago, you came here in that draft night trade. Now you're in the Stanley Cup Finals. Last year we were in the semifinals of the East. But what's this ride been like for you? I mean, I know you joked you didn't have any playoff experience, whatever, but now you do.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the first thing I said. It's just that you wonder if kind of wonder how hard it is. You wonder kind of what it takes, and obviously getting swept last year. It kind of takes an experience like this to see the belief growing in ourselves and personally and as a team that. We do have what it takes. We do have what it takes to get here, and it's that belief starts growing and growing, and that's a powerful thing.
Hey Sam, how different was the mood today coming in now that you're Eastern Conference champions?
Honestly, not much different than after every series. It's just another one down, and. I would imagine this break going into the finals is a little bit longer by the sounds of it. We have a little bit more time off, but it's all about recuperating, recovering, and getting back to it.
Sam, what is Brandon Montour like away from the rink? And did you see this coming when he played when you guys played together in Buffalo?
I mean, he's great away from the rink. A really positive guy, outgoing guy, great to have in the locker room. I think he's always been so dynamic. He's always been so fast, so athletically gifted. Just to see what he's been able to do with the system we play. no, it's not a shocker that, you know, he's been able to, you know, with obviously some good coaching and a good system to be able to flourish like this. And, you know, I think of the world of him, so it's awesome to see.
Sam, yesterday, just right when the buzzer went, all the rats started flying down. There's 20,000 fans cheering for you guys as Barkey takes the Prince of Wales trophy. Just seeing that from ice level, what was it like, the atmosphere?
It was awesome. I mean, the first time we were kind of able to experience something at home, clinching a series at home. You know, a lot of it's been on the road, so really nice to see that support, and you know, just hoping to keep those good times going.
Sam, first I was just wondering, going into the last minute there, one, just your perspective of the goal, and then also the level of considering all these crazy endings you guys had in this series, just what the level of confidence was like going into that last couple of minutes, or in the last minute.
I mean, you see it a lot, kind of when you're protecting a lead. You know, you get scored on late. You know, the next couple of minutes is so important, and you know, I think we've done a really good job of kind of being able to you know, stay composed in those situations when we do give up a lead, and kind of turn our game around. You know, it's tough sometimes when you're on your heels so much defending, to be able to kind of push forward a little bit. But really liked our jump after that. Do what you can to put on Chucky's stick and see what happens.
Just going back to the atmosphere for a second, like you said, when Carter scored in Boston, just dead silence. When Cousins scored in Toronto, dead silence. Just what was it like to have that moment where the crowd kind of then elevated your celebration, was right there with you?
It's awesome. I mean, I was saying it after, you know, in this day and age, I don't know if you can ever celebrate too much when you never know if a goal's going to get called back. So, you know, just happy it counted, and you know, we did enough with 4 seconds left to make it the winner.
If this is a silly question, please don't yell at me. But at this time of year, it's 90 degrees with 90% humidity already down here, and it's warm in Dallas, and it's warm in Vegas too. I'm just curious if you guys notice the ice changing at all. Does the surface change?
The ice at Florida's been phenomenal. By far the best we've played in Florida. So I think you guys experience it in the game day mornings. It's not very warm in here. You know, you kind of take the good and the bad. I'll layer up in the mornings for the ice to be a little bit better. So, you know, at this time of the year, it's something you focus on. Some buildings are different. We're fortunate enough to have the ice kept in here, you know, every day, not having to change it out for basketball or whatnot. So that certainly helps. But yeah, we'll see whatever rink we're going into. You know, it certainly does play a factor, but it's been great here.